This weekend, we went to a bunch of yard sales and garage sales and an antique store, and I found quite a few things. I think some of them you might be interested in, so stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and thanks for coming back for another video. This is Dave, and I'm glad you're with me today. So, like I said in the intro, went to a lot of garage sales, yard sales this weekend. I just came back from a few where I found some more stuff. I did find some knives at the antique store. I'm going to show those to you. I'll save those for the end. Some of these things you might not be interested in, but some of them they might spark a little interest or remind you of something you used to have. But a lot of it I found was just useful stuff that I can use in my crafts that I do, and tinker around in the shop and all that kind of stuff. So I got a bundle of double braided nylon line. Looks to be about maybe 50 feet or more, and it was 50 cents. Can't beat that. Can always use that, tying stuff down on the trailer in the truck. I got a whole bag full of stuff here, so I'm going to just run through it real quick. Whole bag of bamboo skewers. Here's some dowels. These are 3/16 inch dowels. I use these all the time. All this stuff was at the same garage sale, yard sale. A bunch of wooden spoons I'm going to play around with. I make wooden spoons, but a lot nicer than this actually. But I thought these would be fun to play around with as far as carving the handles and engraving and maybe staining them with coffee and different stuff like that. That would be great. I got all this for just like a couple of bucks. Then, let's see, another garage sale. Look at these scissors. Have you ever seen anything like these? Aren't those cool? I don't see any maker's mark on them. Yeah, I don't see a brand or anything like that on them. If anybody knows what these shears were intended for, it looks like because of the offset of the handles, they'd be good for, like, I don't know, doing stuff like this. They might be used in the horticulture industry, maybe for like bonsai trees or something like that, making bonsais. I don't know, but they were a quarter. I couldn't pass that up. I thought these are really unique, never seen anything like that, so I grabbed them for a quarter. I got two of these. So here's a mini mag light. These have not been converted to LED. I have two that I converted to LED, and it's real simple to do. You get the kit and you just replace this end cap, and it has a push button switch, and then you change out the bulb, and you put the LED lamp in it, and that's it to convert one. And you'll get a lot more light than you do out of these factory bulbs. But this one was marked $3. I already checked. They're not corroded inside or anything. This one wasn't marked. And she said, just give me $4 for both of them. So and this one actually has batteries in it. It kind of works. Yeah. Not very bright, like I said. These batteries are weak, but I may convert them. I may just clean them up a little bit, put fresh batteries in them. I don't know. We'll see. But for $4, I couldn't pass that up. Mini mag lights, really well made lights, This, actually I'm going to show it at the end because I need to look it up. Look at this thing here. Little baby vise for 50 cents. I have a little small one that my grandfather gave me that I keep in my Radio Shack. And my grandfather made, my mother's father made jewelry at one time, and he had a bench with that little vise on it, and he used that quite a bit, and I use it quite a bit in my Radio Shack. But I thought, yeah, for 50 cents, I can't pass that up. This is brand new in the package, little mini vise, and I'll probably use it. I'll probably find it comes in real handy for a lot of things. Got a little package of emery boards. I use these a lot for cleaning out pocket knife wells. They come in real handy, so you know, pick them up for like $1. I got a whole bag of, I haven't even gone through it yet, but I believe this was $1. This whole bag of various craft supplies. And here's another one. And I think this one was also $1. And it has a bunch of craft supplies in it, various little things. I mean, you go to Hobby Lobby and buy this stuff individually, and you pay like $2, $3, $4 just for like one little tube of glitter and stuff like that. And so I buy that stuff. I'm kind of running out of room to store it all because I have so much, but I can't pass up a good deal because I do use this stuff quite a bit, things like that. So let me put that off to the side. I'm running out of room here. Got a few more things. Here's a plastic case, and it is full of stamps. I haven't even opened it and looked at it, but so we have a set of number stamps right here, which I have small and I have large, and I don't think I have this size. These are kind of a medium size, and it's not letters, it's just numbers in this size, right over here in this part. And then over here we have, these are letters, small. I have some this size. These are stamped Impress Art, and kind of neat. It puts the letter, what the letter is right there. It's stamped on the side of it, so that's kind of cool. And then we have some smaller. Oh, we have some real tiny letter stamps. Look at that. I don't know if I can even zoom in to show that, but these are real small. I don't have this size. This is great. I mean, this was a fantastic deal for $1. I mean, you can't beat it. Yeah, it's like a full set of this really small size. Full set of these little small size. Hopefully it's not missing any, but I'm sure I'll get some good use out of those. I mean, that was a fantastic bargain in my opinion for $1. Then I'll show you this thing next. you may get a kick out of it. This is the child in me. So I love Donzi boats, and this is an RC remote control Donzi for $2. And the gentleman said he hadn't used it in about 4 years, but it worked last time he used it. I already took it apart, getting ready to put batteries in it. It just the top just latches onto the bottom right here with this little latch right here. So the boat itself takes 4 AA's. They go in here. So I'm going to put some batteries in it. There was a little bit of corrosion in here, but it wasn't too bad. I cleaned that up. So let me pop some fresh batteries in here, and we'll see if it works. He told me if it didn't work, bring it back. He'd give me my money back. I'm like, I'm not worried about it, buddy. For $2, I mean, I'll put a new motor in it if it needs it, but I think it'll be fine. I have some of these small motors laying around. So the battery pack just slips in here, and then here's the remote for it, and it just takes 2 AA's. And it's nice and clean, no corrosion in this thing. So I'm not an RC guy, but I just thought, yeah, this will be pretty cool. And then the back, it's locked and it's all put together now. And then it has an on-off switch right here. I'll turn it on. It has left and right alignment. Oh, it's trying to do something. Oh, that's the rudder. Rudder's working. How about the motor? All right. Forward and reverse. That's pretty cool. That's going to be fun to play with in the pool. I'll try that out later. Glad to see it works. I don't have to do any work on it. That is fantastic. Okay, and now we've made it to the knife portion. Okay, and then my last garage sale find was this guy right here. So this is the Kershaw Alaskan Blade Trader. I didn't get the sheath. I didn't get the saw and the other blade that it originally came with. And a gentleman made a little cardboard sheath to kind of protect it. The blade has been boogered up a little bit, as you can see. But it looks like it's just surface, and all that should clean up fine. I did manage to get it open. It was a little bit stiff, but the handle pivots up like that, and then you can see the patented Kershaw design. And it looks the same as another one that I have, that I believe I only have the fillet blade for it. This may fit, I'm not sure. This may just fit this model handle, but I'm going to test it and see if it works on that other handle that I have, because this one's in pretty poor shape. But I think the blade will clean up just fine. So it's the Kershaw 1098. I'm not sure if it's the L or the AB or whatever the other model is, but it says on the blade BT11, Japan. So this was pre-China Kershaw. This one was made in Japan. Very large gut hook skinner there, blade. I guess in Alaska, the game is so big, you need something that big. But yeah, the handle here, I had a little bit of trouble. It was real stiff opening it up, but it's a little bit chewed up, boogered up there. But I'll see what I can do with it, and I'll definitely get the blade looking a lot better. $2. Make sure you ask, because you just never know. You just never know at these places, so make sure you ask. All right, and then I stopped at a flea market, and I found this guy here. This is a Voos Schleiper. I should have cleaned the tag stamp up already, but so I believe this is the original length of the knife. Just a lot of the belly has been sharpened out of it. And it's a simulated sag handle. It's a little bit beat up. Not in the best of shape. On this side of the tang it says 56 115. And then under that, Solingen, Germany. So this one's going to clean up really nice. I'll probably put an actual genuine stag handle on it, and that'll be in a future video. We'll get that one fixed up. I paid $15 for it. These were all found in an antique store. I'll start with the nastiest one first. This one here has two blades, and it has cracked celluloid handles on it that are not supposed to be cracked. They've just done what they do, degraded over time, you know. It has two blades, a little pen blade right there, and a well sharpened down little clip point blade. Has a little bail on it, and it has quite a bit of rust. But I'm going to transform in this knife, or that's my intent anyway. Here, maybe in the next week, I'll tear this apart and make new handles for it and totally revamp this knife. And I'll show you that in a video. That was $3. And also for $3, I got this guy. Oh, and this is unmarked. There's no maker's mark on that. I would say it probably came out of Providence, Rhode Island, one of those manufacturers in that area. This one here is kind of interesting. It also has two blades, and unfortunately for this knife, the bolsters have both sides have been broken off on the pivot end of the knife. They're intact on this end, but they've been broken off somehow on that end. But this knife is marked. I'll see if I can zoom in on it, but it says Auto Point, Chicago, USA. Yeah, I had to look that one up. Auto Point. They weren't really known for for knives so much. They were more of a, I think, office supplies, pens, and things like that they made. But they made advertising knives. And this one, unfortunately, the tip of the pen blade has snapped off from misuse. But we can fix that up. Make some new handles for it. They're cracked in really bad shape. You know, not as bad as this one, but with the missing bolsters and all that, it's going to need a total redo. It is an advertising knife, and it says Alvin Wagner, Milwaukee, high-grade sausage. So if you've ever heard of that company, if you're from Milwaukee and you've ever heard of the Alvin Wagner company in Milwaukee, or you've ever heard of Alvin Wagner, he made high-grade sausage in Milwaukee. Next, we have a little 3-blade camper, missing the bail, or a scout knife, whatever. And this one was made by Ideal. And I grabbed it just because the blade is in really, really good shape. And there you can see Ideal. The Ideal USA. And not in too bad a shape. It's missing the bail, of course. And there's some corrosion, a little bit of corrosion on the springs. This was one of those cheap cardboard store display knives you picked up when you were checking out at the checkout counter. You're like, oh yeah, I'm camping right now and I forgot to bring a knife. I'll grab one of those for $1.25 or whatever, you know. Kind of a funky shaped can opener on this one. And then the cap lifter, screwdriver, blade. It's going to clean up very, very nice, this one here. The handle scales the plastic handle scales are shrunk a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that at all. I'm just going to clean it up, make a bail for it. And then so there we have that one. Last up, we have an Imperial Scout knife. This was from 1930 to 1936. And the blade's got a chunk missing out of it there. It's definitely fixable. And we'll try and see if we can't get the tang stamp here. Yeah, so this is a 1930 to 1936 Imperial. It's very stiff. It hasn't seen oil. I'm not even going to try to get that blade open, I think. It has that funky old style can opener blade. See that? Pretty cool. I just cleaned up a knife that had that same style can opener. If you saw it in that video. What's unique about this knife is the handle scales. I mean, it has a nickel badge, the nickel shield right there that says Scout in it. It's kind of dirty and cruddy right now. And then the scales themselves are actually nickel with plastic inserts inside. And it looks like it was just, the plastic was put in there and then the edge was rolled over to hold it in addition to the pins. And this one does have the bail, believe it or not. And the plastic right here, you can see, is cracked. And it's like that on 3 of the 4 places for the pins. So I'm going to repair that and clean this one up. It's going to shine up really nice with that nickel, all that nickel on it. This is going to be a good looking knife when I'm done with it. So I've got a few more to keep me busy because I'm about ready to finish up that last batch. I have that case knife left, the Slimline Trapper, with the bone handles and the bones cracked and missing a chunk on the one side, and the blades are really, really rough. But I believe what I'm going to do is tear that one down and make some new handle scales for it out of stag and dye them red to kind of match the original red bone on the handle. So if I opt to do that this week, I'll go ahead and make a video on that and show y'all. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Come back to watch that one. But anyway, that's what I found. I thought I did really good this weekend. Found some really neat, cool stuff at really, really great prices. There was a ton of garage sales and yard sales this weekend. The weather has been so nice. It's been in the mid to upper 70s. And, you know, everybody's just really enjoying the weather and getting out. Yeah, and people have just been busy cleaning out their garages and having sales. So it's been great for people like me that like to hit the garage sales. I don't find it knives that often, but occasionally, you know, it's worth it sometimes, just driving around, just finding stuff. I mean, for example, just like, you know, these flashlights, you know, $4 for 2 mini mag lights, 25 cents for some really cool shears I'm going to clean up and probably get some use out of. I'll try and find a little bit more information on the history of these, do a little research. That'll be fun. Doing the research is fun sometimes. Sometimes doing the research is just as fun as going out and finding these things. So, hope everybody's having a great day. I appreciate you joining me today. Come on back for the next video. I appreciate it. This is Dave. See you in the next one.